Hello. We are nearly there. If I get lucky, a dreadful thing to say, but if I get lucky here today, it is not impossible that this rank is done and I can progress once more. It is not unreasonable. It would be fucking great. I would love it. Hello, Gianni. How are you? How are you? That's got 42 dragons. Jesus. Jesus. I think it's pretty friggin' good. As much as I would like to do a Vow Hazak first to get it over and done with so I don't have to do Vow anymore, I think the smart choice is to do that 2 monster event quest. In order to get that done. Because if I get to the point where I have to fight Elder Dragons to get bones, it's fine, I can just like cycle what I'm doing, right? But if I'm just doing Slug Bones, I just have to do this quest over and over and over and over and over again. And that's gonna be hell. So at most 3 more of these. And it's done, so. You're doing good? Good. Glad to hear it. You're still prepping gear? Start about you, sure thing. Soon. Soon it'll be a lot easier. We'll be able to use everything other than Alatreon, Fatalis, and AT Velk. Well, okay. Rude. It could be nearly over. I get to find out as well the ever so important piece of information. As soon as I'm done with this lot, and then do what, 2 more quests? Do I pass that ever so important master rank threshold? No. But how close am I? I actually won't get to find out that quickly. I'll have to do 2 more quests first as well, in all likelihood. But hey. Damn it. Hey, Catpants. Welcome. I did. Raka sent it to me yesterday, and then Hollow very kindly put it into the Discord chat this morning. As soon as Raka sent it to me, I immediately opted myself out. But it seems like in general, from an overall perspective, you're still opted to some degree of the fucking bullshit anyway, unfortunately, which is really annoying. I know it doesn't get enforced, thus it doesn't mean anything, but isn't GDPR like you aren't allowed to, you have to yourself decide to opt in, not opt out? Like, isn't that, it doesn't get enforced, so it doesn't matter, but isn't that like literally the law? The Twitch chief product manager was asked on stream why it's opt out and not opt in. He straight up said no one would want to opt in. At least their chief product manager has a better idea on how the actual shit works compared to the people who are forcing him to do this bullshit. Also, hello, base. I really feel like they're like scrambling. Does it feel like that to you? It kind of feels like that to me, that the AI people are scrambling real hard to shove it into every single tiny little niche that they can find because they're aware, to some degree, like if they can't make it popular, that they're fucked. The average user won't care enough to pay for the good on the cost, exactly. Because it's not going to be fucking cheap. Technology for use or actually use cases are very specialized ways for the scale of the businesses they're having to find. No. It's very, very nice, though, to think there's a bunch of rich people who are gonna lose so much fucking money. It's maybe vindictive and, like, mean of me, but, like, fuck them. Do you think enough people on Earth are fully, again, just still wary enough? For using it as little as they can, they'll never get enough people anyway? Yeah. Exactly right. It's just one of those things, once again, where it's like, if you'd gone about this in a different way, honestly, you probably would have been, like, lauded and welcomed, but you just went about it in, like, the literal worst possible way. Hey, Unknown! Welcome, welcome. How you doing? I think the singular best use I've seen anyone describe it for in at the current moment in time is like when you've got a page for a really big textbook to find something really specific, it can just like instantly tell you the page. It's like that's the use case we're at. It's called Control F. I don't know if you're aware of this, Mace. There's these physical things that manifest in the real world. They're called hooks. This is so cute. I appreciate it. Once I've done these little carvy cards here, I'll give you some hearts. Thank you. Use the code autocomplete in Visual Studio. You've never typed a prompt. Its purpose is like the thing that they don't want to use it for, right? Because it's the thing that benefits people rather than makes them a shit ton of money. Which is, it's useful for, like, strictly technical things. Like that. Visual Studio stopped working for you when they added the AI stuff. 5 minutes in, the whole program just CTDs. That sounds about right, not gonna lie. Did a clean reinstall and everything just borked. Delightful. You don't blame most users of the language learning models? Any gen technology you're judging Isopia? Yeah. It's one of those weird things where it kind of seems counterintuitive, but like, I'm not necessarily gonna blame you for using it. I'll understand why. I might think a little bit less of you. Especially depending on the reason. If it's a case of like you're doing it for like your super high tier fancy profession that you went to school for like 5 years for and get paid, you know, like 100 grand a second or however much people get fucking paid, it feels like, then like, you know, quite frankly, you can just fuck all the way up. You could get paid 100 grand a second for using AI off the Wazoo, you would. Well, that's the thing, they got paid that before it even ever existed. And then it comes along and they just use that instead of doing their job properly. And then, because it hallucinates, it doesn't know how to do their job, because it hasn't gone to school for 5 years. Wait until they lose their wage from ChatGPT starts demanding quadrillion. Do you reckon the people who are like super hardcore invested at this point are gonna like subsidize it as well to try and make it work? I kind of hope they do and they just like absolutely bankrupt themselves. They have been from the start. I mean, when the thingy runs out though, right, Cavans? Because the thing is, because of like new technology and all that bollocks and new companies and whatever, they get like grants and stuff from governments, don't they? As well. So when it gets to the point where that goes away, like they'll actually have to pay for it. Instead of just doing that, like trading the money around, right? It's a built-in timer, exactly. There's going to be a lot of very, very, very big, empty, expensive buildings in a few years, in all likelihood. Even the richest man on Earth can infinitely sustain it. Not infinitely, but can probably do it for too long of a time. It's a very apropos typo. That it is. True. Very, very true. The rikest man on Earth, mate. Yeah? Do you know what the Reichs are? The Third Reich is what the German Nazi regime was. And considering that I just double checked as well, the richest person currently who exists is Musk. Who literally did a Nazi salute. It is very apropos. NVIDIA started subsidizing their data centers to their customers. They buy the chips from NVIDIA. NVIDIA uses the money to subsidize the purchases. wasn't assuming he was stimming because he's autistic, they would never lie. If your stim somehow becomes a Nazi salute, I gotta tell you, I think you might be a Nazi. It's not that completely incidental action of doing a Nazi salute for comfort. Bum, 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 bum. I don't mind that there. I'm just gonna plop 2 of these on and hope that that's good enough. Depends on what level stimming you have. I mean, isn't it a thing that you do because it's comfortable? That's not a very comfortable pose. There's not much gear you can use. Most of your stuff is endgame. There's a ton of stuff you can use at this point. Unless you truly, like, just have the post-game equipment. Because, like, even, like, the fully end-of-tree we have crafted at this level. I mean, a lot of the end-of-tree stuff is available. Unless you just don't have any of that anymore, if you've, like, got rid of it. You can't. My dear, you're gonna consistently go home early so much that you're gonna have... You're gonna do the entire month of overtime next month and you're not gonna have any time. You're only at -3. Yeah, but how long are you gonna, like... How much are you gonna want to do next month? You know? Because even if you did an hour a day, that's like an entire week gone. Almost. The limit's anything pre-Shara. Anything pre-Shara. Which means like end path Namiel weapon. Valhazak weapon. Those are both available. You found something to do, so you'll stay. Well done, my dear. Good news today, though, my dear. You can come home and actually relax today. You don't have to, like, stay wary for a few hours that we can then go walk the boy. You're good. With a precise mix, social unawareness to pick it up inadvertently. I feel like you can't, right? You would truly have to grow up like entirely in a vacuum. At which point, I don't know if you would do necessarily too great in general. Children aren't too good at taking care of themselves. The limit shall soon be increased. It will be a lot easier to use gear very quickly. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of quests and whatnot, right? But solo before I go back into multi again. But it will be everything other than Fatalis, Alatreon, and AT Volcana. Until I have done those two. I'm not doing AT Velk, but you can imagine it. There's probably no way qualifiers being able to perform base function. Yeah. I don't even know if that's a base function in society. I don't know if you'd be able to perform base function full stop. Okay, to say he's a horrible creature without quantifying it, like hypothetically be someone, yeah. Yeah, no, he's just a shithead. It's functionally impossible to become to a point where you're that rich without just being like a reprehensible person. Incredibly unlikely result change the way people would just turn you into a reprehensible person anyway. Yeah, exactly. See Notch, the dude who made Minecraft originally. Is he a shithead now? I never knew anything about them anyway. It's just one of those names that I know because people would just shut the fuck up about it. But I never knew anything about the person, I just knew the name. Did they go full scummo? We did, sadly. Yeah. Might have always been, but suddenly as the dev of the most popular game, he gets an outlet, yeah. Certain level of popularity, anything you say will get a backing of some sort. Yeah, we really need to fix that one. It was genuinely okay while it was in development, up until he sold it for $1 bajillion. Became socially isolated, fell into the old road pipeline. As is the way with socially isolated people, sadly. Never tell anyone if you get a lot of money. Never ever tell anyone. Didn't bring a Fluvian resistance. Good old Val. Yeah, I learned from the quests that we did yesterday where I think we got through a few quests with like barely winning. Ooh, just barely. I feel like it's weird. In my mind, to a degree, that people manage to get as socially isolated as they do at this point in time. Like, I'd understand it when stuff wasn't quite as, like, globalized and whatnot, right? But I feel like it's very easy to hop online and find someone who has a shared interest. Easy is maybe a bad word. It's very accessible. I don't know what you mean by that one, nice. That I understand, but that's also kind of what I mean, right? Like, with how easy it is and it is easy, right, to just go online and just, like, not, in the case of Notch, right, just don't call yourself Notch. Or by your real name. Like, presumably the dude has an interest in gaming. You would hope so, otherwise probably wouldn't have made a game, right? Those people don't know you've got money or whatever. Not unless you tell them. You're just like, you know... Fuck Nugget 69. Doesn't mean anything to anyone. Well, I mean, typically the pipeline is that you let yourself get so socially isolated that the only way in which you can ever see anything is through an extremist lens. So if you've already got to the point where you're distrusting the people around you and whatnot, you should still have a degree of like your mental decorum about you, right? And be like, well, this guy said that maybe I should go and join, you know, Hitler's Youth 2.0. Let's maybe not be friends with that dude. He fell off there? Online relationships are sadly not a good substitute for IRL friends in the general case. Maybe I'm too extreme on that one. I might be a bad judge of what's a reasonable action there, due to the sheer introversion I have. But hello, Kiko. Welcome. Certainly a conversation you popped into. Twitch has automatically opted everyone into generative AI. We were talking about generative AI and how it's just kind of bad, and then how the rich people are the ones that are kind of like forcing it down everyone's throat, and then how rich people are kind of bad, and then how it seems like a lot of people get put into social introversion in some way, shape, or form, probably because they become rich, and then or probably once they become rich, and then they always seem to go down essentially the path to fascism. Collective free friends should be much more reluctant to lose one gone bad. If you have the means to detach. When I was unemployed, other than my family, I don't know if I spoke to anyone for like 2 years, and I was just chill with it. So I think I'm a terrible judge. The few people who don't know you're rich are those people. Along the same line as peer pressure and drugs, your best friend group starts doing it, the average Joe probably isn't likely to put themselves at odds with their group. I would love to know that. I would love to know, like, the statistics. Of course, I got more than enough claws than I needed to build the weapon in general from that one. As is the way, as is the way. Valhazak weapon. Chucked to green. It is finished. Upgrade this. Whoops. That is the blunt bug tree. Bar that one, which is stupidly weird and by itself completely done. All the bun bugs. Let's pop all these things in as well. And then that bug is also done green. But if we're lucky here, this is 2 quests. I need 1 large Elder Dragon Bone, which I can get from Velkhana, I believe. I need these 3 solid bones, which I'm guaranteed to get. And I need 1 Velkhana tail. That's the lot. I'll be free. Nice and simple. Hopefully. I've seen people further and further away from the sense of self more and more a threat after what they have. The common sense of access bigotry. Yeah. This is wild. There's probably something to be said about the fact that, like, you just stop having consequences, right? And how that erodes logic. The gear limit, just so you know, Yellow Snow, hilarious name by the way, is pre-Shara. So, like, this stuff is a little bit too powerful, if you wouldn't mind gearing down otherwise. Wait a little bit. I'll get there eventually. I'm not terribly too far away now. Hello, Mitru. Welcome. I did it immediately, Mitru. The second I got told about it, I immediately got rid of it. You're not sure you have pre-shower armor? Let me have a look. Yeah, if you yoink all your decos out, it might be alright. I don't know how good the Fatalisa is just at a baseline. I think the problem is with the... It's just, like, so powerful, right? Yeah, no, if you yoinked all your attack skills out, it would be fine. Because it's all the B pieces, so, like, a lot of the skills are already removed, right? It'd be okay. Because it'd make your set so much less powerful. That's respectable. Tuck the Maximate window on. Good shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your brain would just go, hey, I can benefit from this. Exactly. Flinch free. You don't need it with Horn, right? Doesn't the second Horn buff give you flinch free when you play whites? I thought it just gave it to you. Mind's Eye. Oh, true. It's Mind's Eye. Or purple at this point. It won't be white notes anymore, will it? How you doing, Raka? Welcome, welcome. It's long and low rank the game as well. I'm pretty sure they're in high rank as well. Purple notes don't appear until like end high rank, do they? I don't play Horn. Usually pretty early in high rank. Okay. Hey, Psycho. Yeah, not purple sharpness, purple notes for Horn. Eventually, the Horn's like white default note gets replaced with a purple one. You only know Bugstick. As is the way. Fake fan. That's a good thing. With what being a fan of a game means at this point in time, you want to be a fake fan. All of the people who are quote real fans are fucking psychotic. You pray to the hunting horn healer who got you through your first behemoth fight in Waste World every day. Nice. A good horn player is indispensable. Irreplaceable. Truly, they are magical. They need to bring back iframes during his swap. Great Sword is just invincible now. What they need to do is nerf the hunter into the fucking ground. It's what they need to do. You need more meth? Go play fucking Platinum games. There's plenty of meth over there. Also, go play Granblue, that's pretty methy. Mace hates everything. You do not hate everything. You just complain about stuff a lot. And it makes it seem like you hate everything. Because the majority of your time is spent complaining about things rather than praising things. I mean, I know it's against the nature of the Tism, Mace, but there's things in between hate and love. Hey, the tail. You liked the combat in Granblue, didn't you? As well? If I remember. You wanted to play something actually recently, right? And you wanted something that was single player. Play Granblue. If you liked the combat, you were divided on most of the bosses. I mean, I don't know how far you got, but there's a chunk of bosses that you never even saw, I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, the story is the tutorial, Mace. If I'm not mistaken, by the time that you are fully finished with the story, even the post-story, there's still 2 entire ranks left. How's my replay been going? It's been going good. I just finished the post story and unlocked Maniac. And I think I also unlocked Weapon Ascension. Although I don't have any weapons at level 150 yet, so... I'm currently trying to get enough exceptional refinium to get all 20 of my weapons to level 120. 125. I have all of the ingredients bar the exceptional refinium. It's been good. I haven't been able to play it as much as I would like to. Every time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play it, something happens. It works incredibly well, be true. I legit thought that was just meant to be something that you were typing here. Hate, love, and neutral. The free feelings. Worst part is when you can't actually hit them for an eternity. Like 30 seconds at most, usually, but sure. That is annoying, I will agree. That's an eternity. Mace, you just completed a playthrough of like 160 hours of turn-based games. Shut the fuck up. 30 seconds is an eternity in a boss fight. Not really, when all you're doing is dodging. It's kind of just, like, mostly a bit irritating, to be honest. Those don't try and make you feel like you're on meth. Your meth, your errors, your numbers, your damage. I mean, if you want something that makes you feel like you're on meth, I guess play, like, Sunbreak again. Or one of the Bayonetta games, I suppose, DMC. The expansion made the numbers even crazier. Although, from what I understand, in a way that is incredibly fucking confusing. Oops. I didn't get out in time to roll past it. Hard Lucilius's 2.5 billion health is nothing now. I didn't even do Hard Lucilius. How much did the normal one have? 1 billion? That's the only one I did, right? I mean, they do, what, they fucking recommend you have the fucking Terminus weapon, so it's not surprising that it's fucking insane, to be fair. That's it, one more quest. One more quest, and I can do progression. We're through. In the depths of the forest. Your friends were running into the DPS check of the final bosses of the expansion with the Terminus weapons. Oh my god. Holy shit. If you were to replay, you'd do everything the same way, because that's how you are. I mean, I did basically everything the same way as well, other than I built a slightly different team this time instead. I'm still playing the Dual Blade Swordsman dude. And I still have Percival on my team. Just so that he can shout his name. Literally the only reason. I just changed the other two characters, that's all I did. Beeg sword? She has a long sword, doesn't she? Not a beeg sword? Just both? Oh, really? You honestly don't know how much health the normal one has? Fair enough. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 1 bill. Or like maybe 1.5. I would love to actually try and get the Terminus weapons this time. So it would be really cool to see how different the fight is. Hey, Yuka! Thank you very much. Hey, thank you, buds. For the raid, I appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you up to? Who do you think I am, Rekka? I played the entire game solo. Probably have to grind a lot, so that's literally the reason why I wanted to play it, because I wanted something that was Monster Hunter-y and that I could grind, so perfect. Or a Monster Hunter-y grind, I suppose I should say. So much faster with people. I'm not here for speed. I'm here for comfort. You played a bit of GE, you got nice. What were you up to in it? Someone wanted a raid target, so you stepped up. Amazing. Very good. Oh, messed that one up. Perfect. Might as well do some EX drill tests. Did you manage to get some wins? I'm hoping you did, because the EX is a no friggin' joke, right? I've not done any of them, but I know that they're a lot. Got it on the first attempt. Good. Typical, but good. Good. Well done, well done. The Western players suck. I would have thought overall, potentially now, the average skill would maybe be a little bit higher. Or the average player would be a bit better, sorry, I should say. Because of the, the average player who can read, let's just qualify that, because the other ones are fucked regardless. But, the fact that you can see how your damage is like actually appropriate to your damage cap quicker now is so good. What's reading? Reading is the reason why you're bad at gambling. Twelve out of the 18 EX is soloed with Longsword. Well done. Well friggin' done. Good shit. Isn't there a thing at the training dummy? You can see your damage as a percentage of your cap. Yep, you just hit like left on your D-pad and it shows you the damage as a percentage instead. Super, super useful. Wow. Probably true, you don't precisely remember what it was with the sigils. You didn't like the damage cap existed as a sigil. Even though you see how overcapped you are? Yep. I remember because I specifically went on to test it on my main character, and I was pretty goddamn happy actually. Because I was at 155% with most of my attacks, and like 120% with some of them. So I was like, honestly, pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Had even the Lucilia sigils got power crowns? Oh really? I don't really remember or know what they were because I never got them. Sounds like DLC. Yeah, they kind of have to, right? just like content updates. Well, not. Do just like innately destroy the balance of the game. And what's the no? The design stuff difficulty up, yeah. Lucy Citrus has the skills Alpha for cap on basics, Beta for cap on skills, Gamma cap on everything, and then damage cap as a secondary. Jesus. Did you get those from normal Lucilius or the hard one? The normal one? Huh? Ooh. Well, that's gonna be interesting when I get there then. Hard is balanced around having them. Oh, Christ. I wonder if they gave Lucilius, like 666 million health then, rather than a billion. If the hard mode is based around you having a higher cap even. It's gonna take me so long to get there, man. It's such a bummer. I don't even have damage caps sorted yet, man. I only really just started unlocking them. You like the robot dinosaur fight? That thing was neat, yeah. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. It's one of the ones that I'm looking forward to. That's it, yep. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that just felt like a setup to make that joke, I'm not gonna lie. Who fucking set him up, knock him down? It wasn't that you couldn't resist, honestly, fair. You did not enjoy the White Dragon. I don't remember the Light or the Dark Dragons. You're lost. Saika said the robot dinosaur fight, but didn't say the name of it. Raka said Piete, which vaguely, from like a general like standpoint of how the words flow, sounds like a chew. Hence, bless you. But because it was all Saika and Raka, it's like Saika set Raka up, even if it wasn't intentional. You always thought the Light Dragon was easy. Was the dark one that you didn't like? It doesn't sound like a shoot, but the way it flows. Can't say you agree, but sure. Dude, now I just want to play fucking Granblue. God damn it. Maybe you're not picking up what I'm putting down. Maybe I'm lying. I feel like this is somehow some lyrics. It's got the cadence to it. Cadence of being what? Song lyrics. Not intentional. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's not depressing enough to be 21 Pilots. Maybe you'll redeem Ragnarok and decree that I play Maggie. Oh no, don't do it, Rack, no! Oh, it'd be terrible. I would spend all 60 of my hours farming Terminus weaponry. I assume the DLC characters don't come pre-equipped with their Terminus weaponry, so... There it is, Monster Solid Bones. I am done with progression. That should be the lot. If I am not mistaken. Magic Insect, upgraded. Upgraded. Upgrade weapon. Are we in fact done here? Here's the truth. 'Tis done. Thank you, Gianni. Whomsoever Yellow Snow is. Thank you very, very much for the assistance. I appreciate it. I'm going to go and solo my way forward now. Onwards. Master Rank 5, Nami, green. These two bugs, green. All of that shit, green it. All of this shit, guess what? Green that as well. No, that's black. That covers it, so I can't see what it is. In total, at this point, everything that's left is everything that's left, because there is only one rank left. It's Master Rank 6 and postgame. I have Zanoga with 3 weapons, I believe. So 3, 1 Nergi weapon, 1 Rathalos weapon is 5. 6 with a Frostfang, 7 with a Volcana upgrade, 8 with a Brute Tiggy upgrade, 9 with the Shara weapon, 10 with the Xeno weapon upgrades. Sadly, 13 for the free Lunastra weapons. Kulve weapon upgrades. And then from that point, it's just new stuff. Rajang has 2 for 15. Furious Rajang has 1 for 16. Stygian has 2 for 18. Raging and Brachy take it to 20. Alatreon and Fatalis both have 2. So 24 more weapon upgrades. And it's done. That's the lot. Some of those are forges, but you get what I mean. Also, there is 2 more bugs. Which for some reason, I don't know why the fuck they did this, are only upgradable with Guiding Land material? It's closing in. Goody. Does the Behemoth bug? Behemoth doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no creature called Behemoth. If I can get through, I don't know if I will. When does the frickin' thing reset? Is it today? I thought it would have already switched, but Kulve is still available at the moment. I know this weapon isn't great for Ruiner, but I don't give a shit. It's useful for... what's his face? Shara. The reason you were thinking it resets today is the festival finishes today, you think? If I can kill Nergi... well, yeah, kill Nergi here. And do Shara. And then do Kulve quickly enough that we still have some time. I might do multi-Kulve today as well. Because I don't know, if it does switch off today, it's not going to be available for 2 weeks, right? And like, the run is going to be done before then in all likelihood. You don't know if it affects Kulve. I would imagine it would. Although, maybe not, because otherwise the events would always be aligned with a festival, right? Like, you'd never be able to do Safi in a festival, it would always be cool. That's why I really wanted to do this quest before I did the farm, but sadly this is sick stuff. Because all he drops is just bones and blood. It's the freest shit ever. When I needed so much bone and blood. Such a shame. Bum, bum, ba-dum. That's very annoying. Is Corv isn't Master Rank locked, right? It's just Master Rank 24. The event quest. She's not tempted or anything, I don't think, right? Hello, Hedby. Welcome. Finally home again. Nice. Bollocks. Fucked up the second roll. Can you just start playing dead already so that I can go and actually do what I need to do here instead of wasting time with your dumb ass? Oh, that hit me a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna. There's one. Unfortunately, that was always going to hit me because the ledge was there. It's getting more dangerous now that he's lower health. Good. He is nearly done. You can see that he's low health on his heartbeat. I'm so glad I got that of ancient speed sharpening deco. That shit was so lucky. It's so useful. Shit. Your endgame save, you spent ages fishing out where sales. I can never do that. It's just like unbelievably boring. The save, like what? 1 or 2 1 slots? It's worth it if you're a hyper optimizer. But to me, it's just like, I get like half the amount I would need. Probably not even that, like 10% of the amount that I would need, and I just want to fucking shoot myself. And then because I'd done that, and that was like my last major memory, and it was so boring, I just wouldn't want to play Monster Hunter again. I'm just gonna do something else though. Far too fucking long, I bet. Is it a 20-second loadout, or is it like a full minute as well on that quest? This is a delivery quest, right? So it's a 20-second, I think. You do probably still spend like a full minute loading though, every time. That's rough. Nice. The actual quote-unquote gameplay, yeah. Yeah. Sling net, B-board. Pretty sure it was almost 200k the other day. Probably. I mean, it's across 3 consoles, right? So. Look at all those Elder Dragon fighters, man. How good this shit would have been when I needed them still. I wasn't allowed to do it. Because it's too high a rank. 2 blood and 5 bones. And it's free. It's the freest shit ever. Oh no, that's Hunter rank. Well, that was my master rank for a second. I was like, oh, what? I shouldn't uncap yet. I'm so glad that someone else posted that master rank 100 quest for me. Or, sorry, Hunter rank 100 quest for me to get those tickets that you need for the what do you call it, weapons? Because I'm still not master rank 100. Sorry, Hunter rank 100. I'm at the end of master rank and I'm not Hunter rank 100. Shit's ridiculous. nobody stacks it. I always find that so funny. Like, yeah, he's so badass. He can kill anything. Boom. Tumbles all the way to the ground. Hi, buddy. It's good to see you again, friend. God, I love this music so much. Now, if I was smart, what I should do is slam him into that wall, because it gets a shit ton of his rocks off and it's way quicker. But I like this fight and I want it to take a long time, so I'm not going to do that. I already brought an ice weapon, that's good enough. Hurry, I need this done by September. I can take my time with one fight. That I love to death. If I was truly hurrying, I wouldn't be doing any of my fights solo, and I'd be letting everyone use Fatalis gear. Fucking 180 cool piece. Oh, no, sorry. Only when I get desperate, yeah. I mean, as soon as I've killed Fatalis, everyone can use Fatalis stuff. I just don't know how long that's gonna take. I really enjoy how the Phase 1 theme just does not give you that satisfying payoff to that little, the little motif, the trill. your little hint that it's more than it already is. Subconsciously. It's nice. A slinger bomb. For me? You're gonna be coming out there soon, friendo. You've already got the divot in your neck, so you're nearly there. Fuck. I always find it so fucking difficult to hit when it's in the goddamn ground. Oh my god, you're being annoying. Well, I'll grab all of these. As much as I love the fight, if I don't have to do it more than once, I will happily take the opportunity. You know what? The 3 slingers into its side was not enough to insta give me the mount, by the way. I can't move again, I've got no frickin' stamina, so I need the mount to happen now. Nope. Thanks, game. I do so adore your consistency with mounts. There we go. Ah, I didn't get the sneaky sharpen. Hello, friend. The way it just unsettling movements in its head is so good. I love this monster so much, but the stare at low health, yeah. I take a lot of damage from this guy. I might struggle with some of these post-game things, man. I might not be able to sneak myself a cool kill. Where the fuck is your orange? Is it your tail? It is your tail. You thought it sounded ambitious, yeah. I'm still gonna try and give it a go, but I think my armor is woefully inadequate at this point. I imagine I can do Chara. Maybe Rajang. I can definitely do Garuga. I just need to level up the forest enough for it is the issue with that one. I'll try on it, have it. Frostfang, maybe. Probably not with Raging Bracky. That is a lot of damage. Fucking rock. Oh shit. I guess the first time he cracked it out this time as well, he immediately just blows me into smithereens with it. Fantastic. He normally does it straight away, but he kind of held on a long time there. Fast head right. Nice. Got a little bit of eyeball action going on now. Didn't hit, bastard. Did I ever take my effluvium resistance decos off? No, I didn't. I was thinking my speed eating didn't feel quite right. Not quite so speedy, yeah, exactly. This is moderately fast eating. Good roll. Very good roll. Fuck that. The animations on that attack are so well done to sell how much fucking power it has, man. I'm dead. Bang. Can't use that max punch, and that has to be used in case I do actually die again. You're making me fight for it, buddy. I appreciate it. It's far more fun than when you make it easy. Give me that. I also didn't restock my supplies after that, which does make it a bit harder as well, but more fun. I brought the Farcaster, but kind of decided I didn't use terribly too much, so it would be fine. Okay, out of maxes. Give me a damn head break. You fuck. The fucking Kinsect killed him? I didn't get the head break, but that's worth it. Amazing. Well done, Bug. Oh, shame not to get the tender plate, but super worth it just for that. I do like this fight. I think I like basically everything about this fight. Oh god, the credits! Fuck! Don't have fucking cutscene skip. Everyone's just here for some reason. Because they all need to square up against Shara. Well, when we were fighting it, watching at a safer distance, probably. Yeah, that's right, your Asana failed to kill 2 monsters in a row. I know they couldn't do it because it's probably too gruesome. But I really wish that Nagi just ripped its fucking jaw like that in this bit. It's probably unnecessarily brutal. But, it would definitely sell the message if he slammed it into the ground and just ripped its jaw open. Yeah, but Shara cheats. Because he reincarnated. Admiral's just ready to fist fight. Yeah, Admiral's just gonna throw fucking haymakers, man. Dude's a monster. I really like the Iceborne credits. I do want to watch them. Thank you, nameless random person. I love the idea that this is all happening, by the way, while the hub is Summer Festival up. As soon as this cutscene ends, the hub is Summer Festival again. Is that me? Who the fuck is that? Is that my character? I haven't seen my character's face in 7,000 years. Is that me? I think it is. Can't expect Capcom to make the same scene 10 different times for each scene. Can you imagine, though? Me with no bearing up head? It looks like a fucking generic, basic-ass bitch. No wonder he never takes his helmet off. This game is very prissy music, man. You don't have cutscene skip. Did it save when I did Shara? Is it going to replay the entire cutscene or is it going to skip it? I don't know if I want to risk it, man. Time for a snack, yep. I don't know how long this one is, but I know the base game one is 10 minutes. I wonder if Capcom, Monster Hunter devs specifically, ever like think about the decision they made to put the diva in and how it's become such like a core part of the games at this point. This is like super significant now. Hello, Eugene. Welcome. If you dab quest, point you in the direction of Swoon Dance. I'm still waiting for that that moment where there's a Monster Hunter game, any Monster Hunter game that you're just not interested in, and then they show that Yamasakami's back, and you're just like, fuck. I'm waiting for it so much, man. Am I gonna allow everything pre-add-on equipment-wise now? My thinking at the current moment. Oh, is that it? That one's not that long. If that's it, it's only like 5 minutes. My current thinking is pre-Alatreon. But there's got a lot of stuff that I've got to attempt to solo. Pardon me first. I guess I'll go and watch this just because why not? I suppose if you include this in the credits, it's actually a lot longer. They're going to use anything Aloe and Fatty anyway, except for, well, Aloe equipment to fight Fatalis, yeah. But I thought if I go, like, pre-Alatreon, it's basically all of the equipment that most people are going to want to use. Oh no, the people who don't get to use 4 Fatalis 180 Volk don't get the super stupid, silly busted armor set. Like, they can cope. It's sad that Sonic Smash came back in Wilds, but it's a worse PS Bogan. I don't know what that is. Is that for Serigios? A GU move for Horn? Oh, okay. So it adjusted in Wilds? Yes. It was a title update monster. As you coming out of weapons now with Ryu? Yeah. You have some of them augmented, but not too high. I feel like the augments and stuff, while it does make a decent amount of difference at this point, it's your armor that does the majority of stuff, right? That's the main thing for me, where I'm like... when people just gear their weapon down, I'm like, no, that doesn't work, though. Because armor is where the majority of damage is. At this point in the game, where you've got like your 100% crit uptime, 40% of the weapon's damage is added in crit because you got crit boost on. God knows how much like attack and all that shit you've got. You've got God knows how many sharpness skills to keep you at purple, and all of that is keeping you damage way higher than it otherwise would be, blah, 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 blah. Having, like, 10 damage from attack augment doesn't really do much at that point, right? Like, 1 health boost means you need to heal less, but people don't fucking heal anyway. When they're in their late game sets. You definitely appreciate, even if it feels off, how they put new monsters after credits in base game. Yeah, I do as well. I mean, it's always been a thing, right? Like, you'd finish the game, and then you'd have to get to, like, X G rank, and you'd unlock a new monster. Whatever that monster may be. Abyss, Lucent, yeah. What's in 4? Raging Brachydios. Pretty sure there's something else as well. Molten Tigrex in the base game, but that's base game, that's not in G. Crimson Fatalis. Is it after the story's done at least? And normal Fatalis? Shah doesn't really count, but Shah. I'm sure there's some others, but Raging Brachy's the main one. Go with me, Guidelands the best version of Freehunt endgame combined, even if it has its flaws. Yeah. I mean, the things that are wrong with it are so easy to fix, for the most part, right? Geologists should not be required. That's just silly. The levels should not take as long as they take to level up, and there shouldn't be like a max level cap. You should just be able to level all of it. But it, like, being the logic for the augmenting system is so much more interesting than like anomaly, right? I like anomaly monsters in general. I think the idea is like kind of neat. The 3 monsters there, we are the most dangerous one, yeah. Not just all the elders until you vomit rainbows, exactly. That was guaranteed. That I knew was gonna happen. I was always gonna hit 49 cap. It's after that point that the question becomes. Right, this probably isn't gonna work. This is probably a mistake, but we're fucking going. I don't know if it's gonna be here tomorrow. Okay, that's not the actually damaging part of that attack that just hit me. I didn't restock! I'll do it when I die. Because it's a when, it's not an if. You're kind of being a shithead here, cool. doing alright. I am doing alright. Mollify for me, please. Please mollify for me, I'm on mount. You always did this in the siege, are you not gonna do it here? Thank you. Damage isn't too bad. It's surprisingly reasonable at the moment. I think my damage might be insufficient though. Well, that's bad. Get the fuck out of the way. The attention mechanic is meant to be multied even as a health is scaled solo. Can actually be soloed. Cool, doesn't have attention. What are you talking about, Sappy? Attention is in breaking its parts. Oh, I don't know. I've done it easily when I was playing on my normal. I didn't even know it was a mechanic that it could still leave whenever it came out. I think it's just that I am wildly inexperienced with Insoclave and did not do very well there, combined with not having really appropriate equipment whatsoever. Because I just don't have appropriate equipment. Oh, it's level-based upgrades? It's not just... Wait, can't I just melt them? Maybe you have to kill it first before you can do that. Oh fuck, you have to do the stupid Kirin first. I forgot about that. In high, you can only make it leave, yeah. It's much nicer being able to actually, like, finish the fight. No dual blades. Moved on autopilot there for a moment. I do need 2 tender plates. Okay. I also never got that Velt Crystal, huh? Interesting. A friend of yours has gotten really into Binding of Isaac. As is the way. You know what I could do, actually? Is this. For a moment here. You don't know how he does it? What do you mean? The same way that you played 170 hours of Persona in like 1 week, probably? Doesn't look as entertaining as people claim it is. Some games just don't look interesting, but when you play them, they're very fun. Isaac is exactly one of those things. Visually wise, Isaac isn't necessarily the most interesting thing ever. But playing, it's great. T-Boys, yeah, Binding of Isaac. Also, the slower pace for some people is more fun, rather than the crack cocaine directly into the veins, right? Isaac's very deliberate. Just realize if you find something, you won't be able to play much because you leave in an hour and a half. Still gets playing out as well. Fresh off Persona an hour's jump shows. We'll get fucking adjusting. Exaggeration. At least you stop complaining at that point. Already told you what to do. Play Grambling. Easy peasy. I fucking hate searching for the minus spots and the bone piles in the Guiding Lens, man. Shit's so annoying. Handy dandy mod that puts them on the map. Does it do it in a way that's not visually fucking horrendous? It doesn't blend in, you can tell which ones are the modded ones. Then no. Then no. Right, go over to the coral. Get the basic shit from over there as well. And then at least I've got a small amount of this stuff for the bugs. Just to have a reference point. Isn't there a thing? Oh, it's Ferrella. You like that it looks different? Because then you immediately know. I mean, there isn't any other mining spots here, so... There's no normal mining or bone piles in the Guiding Lands. How's it going, Summers? Welcome, welcome. Oh, really? Yeah, there isn't any normal ones whatsoever. The what now? I'm going to assume, just based vaguely on name, that's probably a Warhammer expansion. So, what's up? Yeah. You have a mod that makes them luridly bright colors, the Guided Glad stuff, so they stand out against the wolves and whatnot. Does it do the bone piles as well? Because it's always the bone piles that are fucky up, right? Normally I wouldn't give a shit, but unfortunately I kind of have to interact with it on this run. Clown rat? Oh yeah, no, I do not like the way that looks on the minimap. That looks really ugly. You tried? You did. I appreciate it. That just looks really ugly. I did it. I'm in a 6-star. I made it. I made it. Tomorrow, I can begin soloing my way through these monsters for realsies. Monster Hunter's done for today, though. If you just want Monster Hunter, I'll be back tomorrow. You can see when on that little linky link there. Otherwise, I'm going to take a 5-ish minute break or so. And then I'll be back with SMT for the rest of the day. I'll see you in just a moment.